Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Luna Empress. Guys, if you're new on the channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And welcome. I hope all is well with you guys. So guys, today we're gonna go back to Navohanse village because new projects, new donations, and guys, I gotta give it credit to Marwa because it's not all the time we make a reaction is going to be something bad. When it's good, we got to talk about it. When it's bad, we talk about it. So there's this little boy who been showing up at Marwa's village from time to time selling bananas, and Marwa been buying these bananas from him. But it so happened that at one time, one day, one of the guys that is working there left his phone on his side, and the phone was missing. So when they went on the camera, they saw that this little boy was the one that stole the camera. So they traced him. Ma was as far as what Ma was saying, he didn't know the little boy because the little boy come from in the morning and he stayed the whole day. But he never thought anything about it until the little boy stole the phone. So they traced the little boy, brought him back to the village and let him confess. And he did admit that he stole the phone. He even changed the password on the phone, the passcode. He changed everything. So in that, they called the police and they took the police to the station. They took the little boy to the station. And allegedly, they beat the little boy, we don't know for sure, but that's an allege. But anyway, the little boy named Brian, they took him to the police station. They give him a whooping, allegedly. And then what happened is people on Marwa's channel was saying that because they were calling this little boy a thief and they were humiliating him on camera. So people and Marwa subscribers, they were saying that stop calling the little boy a thief, and instead of putting him down like that, try to do something for him, because sometimes when kids do things like that, not necessarily mean that they're malicious and they're more to not be no good. You have to look back at the situation where he lived, his background, and why he's doing that. And if he's doing that for a certain reason, you have to encourage him and teach him that that is wrong. So people start donating money. They've been sending money, and the money was just flowing, that even Musungo Rosillo got involved because she was one of the first one that said that anybody that doesn't work there doesn't belong in the village. So no. I was thinking maybe that was indirectly to Jamaican Uncle, because you guys know Jamaican Uncle been there for the longest while, and it seemed like he's not coming back to the States, allegedly. But he's all up in the business there and all up in the village business and in Marwa's compound, and it seemed like he had no intention of leaving. But anyway, that's not the point. What we're talking about is the little boy. His name is Brian. So the donation start pouring in, and then what they did, they went to the little boy's house, and they found the condition where he was living wasn't good at all. He lived in this dirt house. He has no flooring on the floor, and he lives with the grandmother. And then he have a cousin that seems like the cousin is responsible for him. So people start donating all this money, and Marwa, we gotta give him credit because the donation, he makes sure he pointed out all the people them that give him the money, and he took the little boy shopping, and he let everybody know how much he was spending and what he was buying for the little boy. They took him to the village shopping area. They got him a mattress, they got him book bag, school uniform, shoes, shirts, and they brought it back to the village. But the intention is to take that little boy out of that school, because they don't know if that little boy did something at the school and they was making fun of him, because it looked like he wasn't even attending to school. He wasn't even going to school. But in that case, Marwa put it on his platform, and he's doing something good for this little boy. He's 14 years old. He's an orphan. He lives with the grandmother, and this cousin, who is a young man, is being responsible for him. So the thing is, now with the donations that came in after they bought all these things for this little boy, the mattress, the book bag, the suitcase with clothes and shoes, they decided they're going to build a house for him. And that's one of the best things that they could have done. they're going to build a house, and they started building a house for him and his grandmother. And I want you guys to see this clip.
Me, I don't have the parents, I don't have the father, I don't have the mother. I live to my church up there. So, Mara helped me to stop stealing. Second one, she buy me a clothes, a very much clothes, a shopping good. She going to last me and a house there, up there. I am talking right now. The soil.
Okay, guys, so in that clip you just saw, that was Brian. He's 14 years old, and Brian is thanking Marwa for what he did for him so far. And he even said in the video that Marwa stopped him from stealing. I think what he's trying to say, that Marwa encouraged him that stealing is not the right way to go, that not to steal, because stealing is a bad thing and it will cost him his life or cost him very dearly. So in the video, he's thanking Marwa for the things he have done. He bought him all these things, and also the house that he's building for him. So guys, you see in the video that the house that he lives now is not very, very livable. So here in this other clip, you're going to see when they start building another house for him and his grandmother. And for sure, this house will be built so quick, because you guys see how these people build. They do a lot of building and they build it up so quick. They have the manpower, and now that the donations are coming in, they're able to buy the materials to build this house. So as far as what Ma was saying, in 2 weeks, that house will be built. So watch this video, guys. And you guys can also tell me what you think in the comments.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Daniel Mitra, the cousin of Brian who used to take care of Brian.
Yes. Who takes care? Not who used. Who takes care?
Takes care of Brian.
And what's the YouTube channel?
It's Daniel Mitra.
That is his YouTube channel, guys. You can go follow him there. We want to get him 1,000 followers at least. Once he has 1,000, when he puts more videos, he will start earning money, and then he'll be a rich man like Maro. How do you feel about that? Brian, how are you? Yes, today I see you have a new trouser. This is the one you've decided to work. You know, guys, Brian can't wear the new clothes because they are very new. So he has to use the old ones. So don't worry. Don't say we rented Brian's clothes. No, they are in the house. I see the first people has arrived. Let me see. Yeah, it brought good sand. I think I'll ask him to bring more, guys. You see, first construction material has arrived. More is on the road coming, because we want to construct a house here. If you guys show up like commandos, I promise you 2 weeks we should have a house here. First we need to get this stand. We do blocks, okay? Once we do blocks, okay, then we bring stones and sand. So we need to do blocks. With blocks you can build a house so quickly. We are moving it fast like a plane. Private jet. Felix, ambia watu wa mkono wakusaidie. Usiende hapo, rafiki, tipa inatembea hapo. Wewe tengenezea hapo, ukimaliza hata hizo blocks zipelekwe sehemu nyingine. Hapo sinaona tipa inazunguka hapo.
Okay, so you heard Marwa. He said if you guys show up like commandos, he would promise in 2 weeks we would have a house built there, which I believe him, but he want the donation to keep rolling in. They love when that donation comes in the village. They love it. They love it. So as long as the donation show up like commandos, a house will be built in 2 weeks. So now, guys, this other clip that is coming here, I was a little bit ticked off for the comments that was made in this video. And this is, I am referring to Madam Rocio. Madame Rosillo, that she need to stay in her lane and mind her long-nosed business, because she go into this village as Marwa common law wife. She brought nothing in the village. She haven't done nothing to contribute to the village, and she's here criticizing these people, and not only the people in the village, but the whole Africa. She is generalizing the whole Africa and how they should be, and they shouldn't be like that. And she have everything. So everything, guys, listen, just listen, please listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Brian's grandfather had 3 wives. Brian's grandfather had 3 wives. Guys, polygamy in Africa is very common, so it's not something you're shocked. Here it's very, very common. Even you also, I think now.
Something I learned also from different cultures, different African cultures, is some cultures the polygamous is the women. I didn't know that. You know, some tribes the woman is the one who having multiple men.
That one here, I don't know.
Yeah, I learned. I
Yeah.
learned from
But here in my village,
yeah, the men.
the man, and it's very, very normal. It's not like, how could just that happen? Because I can imagine in America somebody saying I have 3 wives. That is like a big shock. Here in the village, it's very normal.
So did you guys heard what she said? She said that polygamy is mostly in some African culture, mostly is the women, and the women have 3 husbands. Even if that's the case, that's none of her business. Why is she going over there and criticizing these people? These people live all their life that way, and no Musungu is going to come and change their culture and the way they live. She should keep her mouth shut and mind her business, and her business is in the village in Villa Medellin. That's where she's supposed to mind her business. Who is she to come on her channel and talking about African people? She's generalizing, and she's putting her mouth where she doesn't belong to put her mouth. So this is where the problem is, and that's why Marwa is saying he doesn't know anything about it. That's the first time I ever heard that too. But you know, some people just like to run their mouth thinking they know more about black people than they know about their own culture, because they call her Musungu because she's the lightest one there, but she is probably mixed with indigenous and maybe a little European in it, and she seems like she's white. But in that case, I'm not going to get into that. That's another story. So
To them,
keep watching the clip.
they are not happy about it. Another concern that's why also I found Mara talking with a neighbor, for example, explaining what is happening, is that there is a very sad mindset here in the village that us, that we come with these blessings, that they are coming from you, once again. They call us devil worshippers, okay? They call us names, that we are not good, that we are dealing with the devil. That's why these good things are happening. And that is so funny, because Africa, being one of the most prayerful continents on earth, people being so I'm sorry if the religious people get mad at this, but so brainwashed by religious, and the first thing that an African do is to pray for everything. So if you pray to a God that doesn't want to bring you happiness, doesn't want to bring you richness, only the devil can bring richness. So God doesn't want you with money. God only wants you poor. God only wants you suffering and struggling in life. So when something good happens to you, it's only the devil. That is a mindset that really shocks me, but we see it very often. So I think that is a huge problematic, and it's actually contradicting themselves, because once again, people here are very religious, a religious that has been brought to the continent. It's not even native. They have forgotten their own roots when it comes to religions. And they pray to God every single day for everything. But when something good happens, it's not good. it's only the devil. You're working with the devil. That's when something good is happening. That is something that I want to express it from my point of view. So maybe I can bring some awareness that this has to change because God wants us in the light. God wants the best for us. God will bring anything for us to be the best version of ourselves.
Okay, so in that clip, she's saying that this has to change because Africans, there she go generalizing again. African, this she said that they pray so much and they pray so much, and when good things is coming towards them, they said that they're devil worshippers, and it's like they're rejecting good things. I think she have it twisted. I don't think Africans in general think that way. I don't think I don't know what's going on in that village, but sometimes some people have their own way of thinking. But as far as what I know, most people refer to the Musungus as the devil, not what she's talking about. She's talking about something different, about religion and the devil. And really, they're really talking about her, which is a Musungu. And they see her as the devil, and all the black people that come along with her are devil worshippers. But she's twisted. She's saying that when they bring good things to the village, they seem that is a bad thing to want good things. It's the devil work, wanting good things. And I don't believe that's what these people are thinking. They're just looking at her as a Musungu because if you guys know true history, these Musungus have come into Africa and come into all over the world and done more damage than do more good. And some of these people see these Musungus as the devil, and that's probably where she have it twisted. It's not about the good things that is coming to them. It's about the Musungu coming into their village and have all these black people kissing up to them, and that's why they're calling them Musungu. They're calling them devil worshippers because these people see some Musungus as the devil, allegedly. They see some Musungus as the devil. And she's probably the one they're referring to as the devil. But she got it twisted that, they don't want anything good and they pray so much. And there she's insulting Mawa's mother too, because Mawa's mother is always praying. It's nothing wrong with praying. And that's their belief. You come into a person's space, you come into their land, and you come and criticize them, and then you have the nerve to say it has to change. Who are you? You are just there as a plant. You was planted there by Mawa. You haven't contributed anything, and these people have their culture for centuries. They live this way. They have their own belief. Just like you in your little garage in Argentina, you all guys have your belief and as far as I heard, allegedly Argentina is a very racist country. So you can't come into a person's land and try to change them and think that whatever you say and appealing to other people's and the video to look into this because it's not right. And who are you? Stay in your lane. You're living with a man, and this man have people working for you, and they're idolizing you because of him. And you come there and act like he's this great white woman, and everybody's supposed to bow down to you, or it doesn't work that way. And these people work there, and they have to probably respect you because they work there. And I don't think these people think that they're beneath you or they're beneath any other Musungu. They need a job, they're going to get paid, and they have to respect whoever is paying them. So when you come and say that you're pleading on video, one of your video you was pleading and saying that to the people them in Africa, don't ever think that you beneath anybody. African people are the most proud people, and I know I've dealt with Africans, and they're not people that bow their head like that to any Musungu. They're proud people. For you to come on video and say that is so disrespectful, not only to them, to all black people, But a lot of times, because people need certain things, they have to put up with a lot of things, and they just don't say anything. But we on the other side, it's like a mirror. We've seen them, and we see what's going on. this is another way of we able to react and see what we see. You see, she comes here and saying that is wrong and is this and is that. She needs to stay in her lane. Leave these people, let them live their life. They've been living like this for forever, thousands of years. They have their own beliefs, their own culture. And she, this one Musungu, come there, think she's going to change their mentality? No, no. And Marwa is going along with her because it's his woman, you know. So, but guys, continue listening.
That the African society is one of the most religious, more prayerful. Actually, today we were listening to something similar.
Yes.
And when they pray for everything, pray for everything. But when something good happens, it's not God, it's the devil.
Yeah.
So it's very contradictory because you pray to God to bless your land, to bless you with meals, to bless you with money, to bless you with health.
But when
that
those things comes, we fear.
They fear and they say, no, that is not God, that is God, devil worshiper.
Yeah,
so,
those people of devil worship have arrived.
Yeah, so it's really
I'm told day one, when we arrived here, rumor went around the village that devil worshiper people have arrived. But guys, I do not blame anyone and we don't shame anyone. All we are saying is that is change. You know, when real change shows up.
So guys, in this last clip that is coming now, I want you guys listen to this, and this is the most ignorant, the most stupid thing, and it's very ignorant to come on camera and to say something like that. Someone that talks like that is someone that hates their own self. They don't love their self, and for this kind of attitude and this type of mentality, this is why the Musungu that comes in that village feel that they have the right to say what they have to say, because how could you come on camera and say something like that? That is so stupid and so ignorant, very, very ignorant. It's like you hate yourself that you have to come on camera and say something so stupid. Listen to this, guys.
Why are you crying like that?
Yeah, this is our mother, guys. She's so bitter. I don't know why she's crying. And she's Muzungu.
Muzungu, Mom.
She doesn't even want to see me.
Mom.
Mama. I call her Mama.
I sit here?
Mama looks Muzungu. Almost like me, Toto. My mom was very light skinned, guys. It's because of, shagala bagala life in the village. But look, even you can see veins on my mom's leg. Here at the back. My mom was very light skinned, but because of life in the village, she has turned to be black.
Okay, guys, so in this clip that just passed, you guys saw Dee Mwanga. She's there with her sister Winnie, and Winnie has a little baby. And you guys see the little baby is a little light complexion. Not as light as Maisha, but just a little lighter than them. Lighter than she and her mom. And she's praising this little baby. Oh, the baby is Musungu, like Maisha. And she even showing the baby leg. Like, look at Musungu, like Mitoto. And then she turned the camera to her mother and said, Mom, her mother was so light-skinned. Her mother was very light-skinned before. But because they work in the village, she got black. How ignorant can you be? If you're black, you're black. There's no changes in your... You're black, you're black. And then she's going behind the mother leg and showing the veins. Like, look at the veins. Like saying you can see the mother legs, that she's light in that. Sometimes your skin have discoloration and you can see certain things. But that not necessarily. If the mother was light skin, instead of getting darker, she would be brown. Don't you think so? But the mother is black, and she's saying that the mother was very light skinned before. How dumb and stupid, ignorant can you be? And these are the people that bring these Musungu into the village and let other people in the village idolize these people to let them think that they're better than them. The color of your skin doesn't tell who you are or who you're going to be. It doesn't define a person. A person is who you are. And if you hate yourself, this is how you're going to act and you're going to think. And then these Musungu would see that and they would use it in their advantage because it's the way you hate yourself. And you know, you got to be who you are and be good in your skin and let these people accept you the way you are. But to come on camera where the whole world see you because her channel is worldwide. And to come on camera and say something so ignorant that her mother was so light-skinned before, but because the work in the village, she got black. Black is in your skin. It's your complexion. It's what it is. That's how you was born. There's no change to that. So that's a little bit ignorant. And these are the people that claim that they're so educated and they went to university and this and that, but you still they're living on YouTube and they depend on YouTube. If there's no more YouTube, I hope they can have something to fall back on because they think YouTube is everything. But to each his own. I'm not going to judge them on that because, you know, everybody do what they have to do. But to come on camera and say something like that is a self-hate gesture. So guys, thanks for being here and thanks for watching the channel, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And this is only a reaction video. I don't know these people, I don't hate them, but I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. So guys, continue watching on the next video. I hope to see you, and thanks. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, share. Bye.